stressing, it's depressing, and just plain pressing me past my limits. Pictures and drafts, and so much trash. There's one thing I got to do. I'm fracking the horde.
Fracking the horde. Oh yeah.
Listing more crap in my eBay store.
He's got 2 thumbs and crap in his eBay store. This guy.
Fracking the horde from the desk piling off floor.
I jammed so hard to the 80s sax style here. It is so poppin'. That's right. That's right. Welcome to Fracking the Horde, episode number 64, in which Val Kilmer dies. Bring down the house. Oh.
But then bring it up.
Well, whose birthday is today? Big birthday boy, Beard. Whoops, I got the wrong noises on this thing. I'm recording this. Okay, let's take that back to 0. And pump it up another time. And guess whose birthday it is today? 59 years old.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh.
That's
Like,
birthday
wait.
ball busting right there. That's the 3 B's. Is that fair? Aloha, everybody. Real good news. Ran out of gas. Like idiots. Just down the street from our house. No, that's the bad news. The good news is started the Holly Berry walking routine today.
So you're
Thank you.
Forced to walk home.
So amateur. The gas gauge. We had it once in the middle of really cold. It's not that cold right now. So it wasn't bad. But it's like 3/4 of the last quarter of the tank. It's 3/4 full. And that's the end of the tank. So there's like a squirrel in there, something, some sort of mechanical defect in my gas gauge. And I can't trust it. And I already learned the hard way that I couldn't trust it. Guess what I did? Tempted fate. Thank you.
So our show will be a little short today.
We got to go take care of it. We just literally walked
It'll probably be about an hour.
I had to go drop off a unit, a couple of Mercedes headrests going out to Reno, Nevada. And we had to drop it at the Walgreens. And then we came back which is the local drop off. And then we came back the back road. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the familiar pitter patter of no gas.
Oh, you go, uh-oh.
Ruh-oh.
Well, better than the last time we were on one of the busiest roads in Vermont, and
in the middle of the intersection.
In an intersection.
Yeah,
so.
it was nice. And then AAA took 3 hours to not show up, and our friend showed up in 15 minutes, and he's our best friend, and that's why. Thank you. Enough about us. Tell us about your day. R.I.P. Val. I know, seriously, but temper everything with happy birthday, Beard. So, just a second to talk about Val. I mean, I don't even know why that would be one of the... David Bowie, I remember, because I really, really liked him, and I'm like, he's weird, and I want to be weird. So I understood why he hit me hard, but Val's a little, like, not super sad about it. I'm just like, dang, Val. You'll remember him. He rose to fame with Real Genius. I think that was probably the pinnacle of his career around 1985. I don't think he did any other movies after that. And he played who I always sort of fancied myself being a super genius, because I grew up next to Stanford, and just like a super genius but underachiever, but kind of had like a way about me, like I know how to do things, whoop, and then that wasn't me, but I thought it was me for one day. Thank you. Are you doing your nails?
Sort of. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very distracted.
She can't do the show.
Situation.
We have to go. Let's just say hi to everybody, and then we'll go as fast as we can. Don't type. If Lag's not here, we might get by.
I was just going to recommend
or basket noodle.
If any of you are Val Kilmer fans, there was that documentary that was released, like bio.
Degradable.
It was like a
Graphy?
autobiographical
Biography?
documentary, and it's named Val, and it's really
Yeah.
good. It's about
Spoiler
him.
alert.
It,
It's about Val.
and I really, really enjoyed it. I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, and he was doing a art show. Was he like getting up to it? Anyway,
He's been
you
doing
liked his
art and stuff.
You liked his picture like 2 weeks ago, and that made you cry that he died because of that.
Anyhow, yeah,
Also,
he's
dying
been
is
doing a
sad.
lot of art
Did you guys
over
know
the
that?
past years.
It took me a while to figure that out.
What?
Dying is sad. Thank you.
Gonna happen to the best of us. Anyhow, death check.
Check. Poop. We don't have a lot of time. Just cram it all in there quickly. Cram it in there quickly. Major win. Hey, all.
Wait, did you say Ryan? He's
No,
like, I'm the first one. I
Ryan,
beat WTF.
You got fully dissed. I mean,
Congrats.
sorry. Aloha, congratulations, Ryan. We speak your name. Major Win says it's hey all, can't be on today. Neither can we.
Oh, slam.
Slant, we
At the day job, cue
Good
up
thing.
the downer. Brr, 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 brr.
You know what we didn't do is we didn't because we have been because whatever last quarter, sometime in the end of the year last year is when we ran out of gas that first time. So we started just carrying a gas can around we can't totally trust this.
And
we took it out like yesterday.
so we loaded up this stupid car with a whole bunch of crap, and then man.
And then tomorrow we are going on a should we give like a
I don't even know what
ladies
you're gonna
and
say.
gentlemen, boys and girls, we're actually going to talk to something loosely related to reselling. We're going to go on a pick tomorrow.
Oh,
We're going to go buy stuff tomorrow at an arcade. So looking somewhere, and so I used to do arcade pinball machines, and like 2000, the year 2000, end of 2000, cleared out a bunch of operators in Vermont. Operators are the ones that ran them for quarters and fixed them. And then they all retired at the same time, apparently. And they just sold just all their stuff. I mean, I'm talking 1,000 to 2,000 games, maybe. Pinball machines, Funhouse, all the good ones. Had everything cool and worked them all hard and sold a bunch of them and blah, blah, blah. Point is that I had this one game that was a lot of the things I did when I bought those games where they painted them. So like when you got Stargate, like you had a Stargate or a Donkey Kong, Dubes will, what's wrong?
make sure to in that.
You want to talk into that?
Yeah.
You want me to look into that? I never do that. Why should I start now? Okay, there we go. I would take the games like Stargate or something, and then I would scrape the paint off through various techniques. One of them that was this stuff called 3M Safest Stripper, and it was really light, and it would just bubble up the paint, but not the graphics beneath. So like on Miss Pac-Man and stuff that was stenciled on, or like basically screen printed on the side, I could bubble off all the spray paint and weird paint that was put on top of it, and usually rescue like 70 to 80% of the art. So anywho, looking through the local, place where you look at stuff, and I see this game, and I'm looking at all the imperfections on it, and it's a Robotron, and
You're like, I think that's mine.
that's mine, because I see
Well, it
all
was.
like this. It had spreckle paint, like 80s, 90s spreckle paint, whatever you call that, like stone stone paint, whatever. Had little pieces of it on there, and I remember when I was scraping off all the paint, I couldn't get some of it off. It was too hard. Left it on there when I sold it to a local arcade bar thing that opened. And then they went out of business, and so I'm going to rebuy my stuff that I already. Anyway, it's probably a cooler story to me.
It's going full circle.
I have bought and sold cars to the same people back and forth, like baby birding, I like to call it, where you buy something from somebody and then you sell it back, and then you chew it up and use it for a while, and then you spit it back in or sell it back into their mouth, and then you just do it back and forth, and then you love each other.
Huh.
Thank you.
So what you do with Pokey?
Yes. It's the one. Can we all agree that one of the coolest things about reselling is when you repurchase something or somehow something gets back to you that you've sold already and made some money on, and then you got it again. I mean, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, you betcha, it's a great day. Thank you.
What's even better is if you pay less.
Oh, you have to pay less
than what you
originally.
Yeah.
I mean, I sold that to him for $1,600. I'm gonna buy it back for I think $200. Of course, it's missing the monitor, the game board, some of the controls.
Oh, it's literally just the cabinet.
It's the cabinet and like the glass and the control panel, but without the buttons. And Robotron had a 94-way joystick. I think that is poached. And don't care about the monitor being gone because I have some old Geo7 monitors. And Wells Gardner, whatever, 6100,
Let's say hi to more
6200,
people.
whatever it takes. Thank you. Okay. Didn't I just say we're just going to read the thing and then try to get out? But now I talk too much and I ruined it.
Axe Monkey, aloha. Callie Debs, aloha Primo Spam, Major Win.
Aloha.
Everyone else. Aloha Ryan. Ryan, I checked out your Instagram post with the images of your mid-century magazine. I liked it.
What? I don't know about that.
He mentioned it on our last show.
What? Good gravy, Marie. Text time. Fingers crossed that you're bringing a surprise guest CP. I am, as a matter of fact, onto the show today for Tax Question. Have a great show. Thank you very much. Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Primo. I will be your tax guesstimator today. I just kind of guess at taxes, and then
Well, just like everyone on all the eBay YouTubers always say, I do not give tax advice.
I'll give you tax advice. What do you want? Tell me what you need, and I'll tell you. I'll give you some advice. R.I.P. Val, aloha from Germany. Lag with the asterisk. More to follow. Hey, Augusto.
I even know who Val Kilmer is.
Dead Decor is fragging the horde. Yes. Den Decor moonlights over on CD Rocks and Flips podcast over there. That was he likes to get pretty close. He likes to cozy up with our podcast. I'm like, is he gonna do it at the same time as ours? He's getting a little bold moves. But I was actually watching that today, and I'm enjoying because we're booksellers.
Yeah.
I know we didn't used to be, and then all of a sudden we became them because we're listing all these books we have, and I guess we're gonna be booksellers for a while. So I'm liking the bookseller content. And what did I learn today from the guy? I've seen that guy on other shows. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but I guess he's a pretty big bookseller. And he said that he doesn't list anything on eBay, but I didn't know if he charges for shipping or how much he charges for shipping.
He said now that shipping has gone up, he's not listing anything on eBay.
But I still don't know
books
how much.
that are under 18.
Free shipping?
He's listing.
Media? Free shipping? So there's parts of the story missing. I don't know.
I think it's because he does free shipping. Otherwise, who cares? He would just pass it along, the shipping cost along. To
if
the
that
customer.
is so, we charge $4.99 for all of our books, and the lowest we go is $15. So it's about the same if that's the case.
Yeah, he
So
was
you're saying
saying
we're
18
geniuses.
is the lowest he'll go.
Real geniuses, like I.
And he was also saying that
What?
he does not leave only the
Yes.
crappy stuff for Whatnot, that he wants his Whatnot.
So so
customers
books.
to
These are actually really super good
be happy.
tips that I'm going to steal from him and tell you. But go watch CD Rocks and Flips, whose guest was this guy that I don't remember. And I don't even think that CD Rocks and Flips is his true name.
I don't know. Galaxy.
Galaxy Rocks and Flips. No, Galaxy CD Rocks and Flips.
Someone in here knows.
Good enough. Close. Den Decor knows. Because Den Decor's
Yeah,
over
right,
there.
right.
Because Den Decor is jonesing for actual reseller content, which we don't necessarily always give properly.
Oh my God, James is hysterical. I'm going to go live when you're live to play your live video and open some
should.
YouTube portal or something.
You should do that. I think
It's a
people should
parallel.
live stream other people's live shows. There's nothing wrong with that. It's totally legit.
Well, eventually the YouTube would be like, you do not have enough original content.
And kick you off like 1 foot flipper. They kicked him so far off, he's gone now. What
He's
happened to
on
him?
every once in a while.
That's all he's doing now.
Because I think it's like a 30-day or a 90-day thing for him, right?
I mean, I
months or
feel like that's
something.
up by now, but we'll see. Paul Rose says, aloha, we are on time, as being put in the record books is actually being on time. You know why we're on time? Because a car ran out of gas and we had to walk home. So we couldn't go anywhere else, like get donuts, or we couldn't get into trouble. That's, yeah. Can you make a joke out of R.I.P. Doc Holliday? There's nothing funny about that.
Oh.
Mike G, good afternoon. Good afternoon
Hey,
to you. I made a shipping goof. Maybe I can intercept the package still. Good luck with that.
Oh, I hope so.
I promise you can't. I promise you that the post
Not
office
with
isn't
the
your
post
friend.
office.
But son of a gun, do they not send you the most elegantly kiss-assery emails and requests for what do you call that when you analyze them?
Surveys?
The surveys. And they send you like really detailed ass-kissing apologies for losing the package. Currently, the package that I had to call the post office and then call the other post office it was stuck at, the package made it. The CD Plus, I don't know if we told you that.
Has the customer said anything?
Customer wanted to buy something else from us after the package had been delayed for a month. He's like, he wanted to buy the Sega Saturn that we have up, but Sega Saturn's not selling, even though it's got a 1-year warranty, because it doesn't have the battery door in the back. And I can only find 3D printed ones, which I think are like, I'd rather sell it without a one than.
So he seriously was like, hey, can you, does he know it's us?
Yeah. Yeah, he was really happy to get it. All he wanted was his stuff. I mean, when you have
what a
money
good
out there for a
guy.
month and your thing ain't coming, and then
Poor guy.
he definitely was like, I need to know what's going on. Like everything was very.
Of course, it was hundreds of dollars.
And I was very forthgiving until the very, very end, where he could file a claim on like the 27th. I was calling the post office because I didn't want him to file a claim. 28th, he could file a claim. He did. 29th, it was delivered. Claim found in my favor. Superhero, mega reseller.
From what I remember,
And then he wanted to buy something else.
From what I remember, back during like the whole pandemic time, and shipping was really weird, especially from other countries. And I had ordered a vintage Hawaiian dress from someone in Australia. And you remember like packages were getting delayed significantly.
It was months.
And I waited and waited, but eBay had a specific date that if I needed to put in a claim, I would have to do it by a date. And I said to the woman, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I have to do this in case it really
And
never
she goes,
comes.
I know.
And she was just like, it's okay. And I said, and I promise you, if I get it, I will end up paying you.
Did we PayPal her?
Yeah.
We did pay her.
And
remember that.
And yeah,
That's an example of being super rad. I don't expect most people to do
ended up getting
that.
it, and then ended up.
But we were feeling
just
particularly
sending her money because that wouldn't
Remember
be fair
that
to not.
when we were sitting on a huge pile of money because we cashed in all of our chips at the casino, and I was literally like way up here sitting on a big pile of money. That's all gone. That was a dream.
So James was saying that he is a self-proclaimed sexiest
The
reseller,
sexiest
on YouTube, and is now in the house. Strike to pose.
Let's get
Jay. What's going on, fellow humans and resellers?
For some reason, Josh and the two James buttons are brown. Why are they brown?
J&J.
Maybe.
We will keep it a tight 3 hours. Oh, wow.
That's really bad. Jet Fiction. Nice. Aloha from Florida.
And Big Dre, aloha. You went right over Big Dre. You
I
showed
did?
Big Dre's comment, but you were like, Jet.
I do that sometimes. I have no idea what's happening. Remember because
Aloha
the other
to the
day
both
we
of
just
you.
we just go like this. I didn't even press James's comment. I'm still not John Strong on this. Still not flipping a John Strong on the bubbles.
Biff was saying that 65 is just not that old when you're Gen X.
I know, and he's our senior edge, right, Biff? He's like the edge of the Gen X sword.
I think
So we're
Gen
on the
X
same sword.
starts at 69, right?
I'm saying the first of the Gen Xers
Nah, I
are
gotta look it
dropping,
up.
and we're part of that group. We're just like in the cattle trough heading to heaven. We're somewhere in between here and heaven.
Oh yeah, he was the start. 1965 to 1980 is Gen X.
Yeah,
so he was the first Gen X.
I don't think we are gonna make it somehow.
I don't like this.
Nope. We're not talking about the 27 Club or anything, but the actual people.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna be sad now.
I'm
gonna take a moment.
Well, he has had throat cancer, but he died from pneumonia.
Happy birthday, Beard! Let's have a big Beard birthday today. So I noticed Beard's not he's not drinking his apple Crown Royale with a straw anymore. I mean for quite a while I've noticed that, but I wonder if he'll have a little grapple today or whatever. Old people drink the grapple.
Josh dropped a little
bomb
on Beard's show
dropped
this
a
morning.
bomb on me. Oh yeah, but they're gonna use it for PPP. But forget it. I was watching that show. We're stealing it. Josh got dropped by eBay. Fired Josh.
No, it said he has until April 24th, right?
Semantics.
Was he actually
something
suspended?
Happened. I have no idea. He said that in the comment.
I thought it was like you're going to be suspended if something we need by April 24th. But didn't you get that too? You just had to show your business name and whatever. Like months ago, you remember you had to like show them our.
Josh is getting more sophisticated with the YouTube, so he might be doing that. If you noticed a few days ago, Josh popped up with superior YouTube hair. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but it's full YouTube with the point and everything. So he might be getting very serious about YouTube and therefore just clickbaited us because it is that thing where you have to just show your ID.
No, but he may not know that. But you've gone through it, so it's literally just.
What is the thing that Josh saw? The software. Let's not talk about that because we have to just talk about all this so we can go do our things.
I'm like,
okay.
where is this this crazy stuff that's gonna change? I want to see it. What
I call BS.
I want to know if they told him when they thought it was gonna be available. To be released.
call BS. Prove it. Prove it. Somebody prove that this stuff exists and give it to me so I can use it.
So yeah, he played Doc Hollywood. Paul was saying 65.
He did. I know that. I'm just kidding.
He was.
Because the only movie I know with him is I don't know anything about when he was a pilot or when he was in Tombstone.
Top Gun.
I don't know any of that. I only know
Gun,
Real Genius.
The Doors.
No, I don't know any of that.
And he was Batman.
Nope. He was Real Genius. I don't remember his name in Real Genius either.
Silver hair, howdy, aloha to you.
Aloha. Big Dre, the Island Doctor. Oh, the Island of Dr. Moreau. Right. He was on that with, what's his face? Was freaky, and I saw it in the theaters. I think it was a sneak preview. I remember that. I remember it being like, people gave it not like great reviews, and I watched it, and it was like, I think it was pretty good. Can't remember. I just know that it was weird, and there was people running around, and it's a remake, and then that. And Jovial in The Doors, he was really good in The Doors.
He
movie.
was.
I sometimes you get people who portray somebody so well that you can't picture the real person's face.
Yeah,
they just look like John Hamm or.
That's how it was with
My Left Foot.
The Doors. Yeah.
Too bad Hollywood blacklisted him because he was difficult to work with.
Yeah, I remember.
But he was cool, and by the way, it didn't stop him from getting. He had some ladies friends. That's what's important. Let's keep the important things. The title of the show is.
Yeah, you gotta see that documentary about him, Val. It's so good.
The only one it's not sad for is the one who's gone. I'll be up there giggling, thinking now somebody else can sort all my crap out. Well, we're gonna try to leave this planet. Just like with nothing but our underpants. That's my goal. I don't want to leave anything behind, and I don't want to like leave a big pile of money.
No, it is a real burden for the survivors.
It really is.
It really is.
My dad drives me. I'm really kind of glad that I could do this for him in the weirdest way, but I didn't know this existed. I mean, I'm talking about the thing that I'm dealing with. I didn't know it existed when you're really super removed. Like, I didn't know you could be pulled back in like that after 35, 40 years. It's like, wow, you can, and it's okay. I'm not upset about that. I'm glad.
Biff, get the back brace ready. We're picking arcade games.
She's doing. I got to sit this one out. She'll do it.
No,
You should have seen her
no
though.
longer able to.
I got the way back in time, and we still have it. Is I got rid of the coffin cart. So to carry pinball machines, you get a casket cart, and you push down on it, and it like goes up in the air. It's literally a casket cart, but they sell it as pinball carts. I have a soda machine hand truck. So it's super high duty, and then you take out these big straps and you wrap them around, and then you ratchet strap it in, and then the handles stick up. They're like 6 feet tall, so they really give you a lot of leverage. And then as you pull it back, you push down this little button, and these other wheels pop out, and it can hold about 1,200 pounds. And so your hand truck is sort of four-wheel in it. It's got like a brace with two wheels on it. So that way you can actually load up a soda machine full of sodas and move it from place to place. So it's actually quite usable, and she could do that. I won't make her do that.
Paul was saying, don't get a Tron machine unless you have an alien-style loader. We've had Trons.
Yeah, we got lots of Trons. And
they're awesome.
Tron is one of the hardest games to maneuver. It does have wheels on the back, so as long as you're flat, you're cool. But the shape of the cabinet is like this weird, like it goes out in the center and then comes back in, which makes it like sticking like my belly sticking out like this is very awkward on the Tron. Thank you.
John is here from the
Aloha!
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you are too, John. Not too lonely. I'm sure you're keeping biz.
Dendicor, I will tell you that I actually was paying attention a little bit, and sales like kind of
weird
cliffified a little bit. Just I don't know why, but maybe the first and the second, not many sales there. Not many sales.
Getting non-payers.
Not gonna do it. What?
Non-payers too. Sales are slow. Getting non-payers on eBay.
I think I'm starting to do the right. Good job, me.
What?
So I found out. So like I said on Monday, half of our items were not being. So
the discount when you were ending and selling similar.
Yeah, the PL didn't go back on. So Moose Knuckle, AP, Moose Knuckle, Auction Professor, taught me the other day. He said he does end and sell similar twice a week. Items get twice a week. What? So on our medium store, that tends to be a little slower and it only works over the weekend when I relist on Friday, relisting on Tuesday, twice a week. Thank you. Count on.
But when he says he does it twice a week, is it sort of like Biff, where Biff has so many he can only do like half and then half?
In this particular case, he was talking about actually doing it twice.
The whole inventory.
Yeah, twice a week.
Wow.
I mean, don't like my tax advice. Don't listen to me. That's what I heard, and that's what I'm doing. And I did notice things sold, like that April Weissman picture today that's been on there for 3 years.
I know.
And we found it on the road for free. So we sold it for $14. That's right.
We have had that forever. And I was thinking when it sold, I was like, wow, I did not even look at it. Because, usually if you look at something in a bin,
it sells.
That's what you've had forever, it will sell. Yeah, it was like,
It didn't work. But this time it did.
But I was thinking about.
I did a Tuesday relist instead of a Friday.
As I was downstairs getting one of the DVDs yesterday, I was thinking, man, it's so nice not having to dig anything out of our bins.
The Black Knight.
And lo and behold, we sold that.
Is that the one, Black Knight Sword of Rage? So I only do. My brain does not go back past the year 2000. I think 2003. There was a Star Wars game, pinball machine that had a TV in the back, and so I don't know anything past that. So if this Black Knight Sword of Rage pinball machine is past that, I wouldn't know it. But I do remember the early Black Knight and then the Black Knight 2000 that had Magna Ball, and it like magnified your ball. Because you know the balls are steel. Steel balls. Steel balls of the pinball machine. No? Okay.
Oh boy.
Big Drain!
Hello, Drain.
I picked up a Ninja Turtle CRT to TV yesterday off the street. Its comps about that. Okay, so that's like it's like a 13-inch color TV. It looks like a Ninja Turtle, kind of like the Walt Disney, like the Mickey Mouse one, that kind of thing. Comps are $300 to $500. I remember throwing bowling balls into old TVs when I was a kid, and they would explode. Au contraire, Big Dre, they would implode. And that was resale content. Too bad many of us it's so many. Yeah. I sell computer stuff and I love computer stuff. And we used to go up into Stanford when we were teenagers, so like mid 80s, and they had all these, they were old at this point, radar dishes, like remote radar dish stations and things, really big ones. But they were from the 60s, so they had less, they were used for more, not military stuff anymore. They were used for, I don't know what they're, black holes, who knows. But they're kind of like lame. But there was a big one that was like the one they were laying in Cable Guy, like huge. And we did used to go run around in the, like you could run around and stuff.
Beard is here.
If it was said, Happy Birthday, Beard!
Happy birthday.
And you could run around in the bowl, and that was fun. And then there was also a lot of computer equipment all around there. Same thing, Big Dre. We would smash that computer equipment, which now I could sell for $1 million because it's so rare because chumpy kids smashed it all. And so that only added to the rarity. So I was being a reseller by getting rid of extra inventory to make it more valuable later. Thank you.
Jim just texted.
Oh, he did?
Should I say,
Yeah, where is he?
Well, he just said, did you get help yet?
No, we have not.
Should I just say,
we need help.
Ask him if he'll be available
We're
in
stranded.
30 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. That means we have to finish this in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think can people handle that? It's Beard's birthday. What happens?
We got to do it. We can't have our car over there.
Okay, let me see how fast I can get down a little bit closer to the end, okay? Because see what happens when you do that, and then you don't, and then nope, value who? My tax advice, tax section is theft. My tax advice is that tax advice? That's something like an opinion. My tax advice is pay your taxes. Thank you. Den Decor saying the book show was about whatnot and stuff. Oh, and we didn't even finish talking. So that guy said, so he said one thing, $18 is his limit on eBay. Now, if he's going to look up the value of an item and it comes up $30, which is a good book on eBay, but only one has sold in the past 3 years, he takes that over to Whatnot because it is a good book, but it's not totally necessarily really, people don't want it that desperately. But it's still valuable. He takes that over to Whatnot to give people nuggets.
Right. He was saying that he doesn't want it just to be like junk. He wants his Whatnot customers to be happy with the stuff they're getting and to see that he's selling desirable stuff too.
Keeping time with all the knowledge.
And I agree. I mean, yes, Whatnot, it would be a great way to get rid of stuff that's not selling for you. But I think it's also a great way to get rid of your death pile. So you have a whole bunch of stuff and you're just not able to devote all the time in creating eBay listings. You could sell it on Whatnot. So Whatnot, yes, maybe you lot up your stuff that didn't sell well, but then also your death pile that's just sitting there because you don't have time. That's
but mix in some nuggets.
Yeah,
you gotta mix in those nuggets.
Could have nuggets.
They gotta have nuggets.
Right.
Nobody's going to sit around and not have nuggets. You got to have nuggets. That's what I'm saying. Dan Decor saying, yes, Ryan from Galaxy CDs rocks and flips. I'm just here for the nuclear resets and the horn. I mean, sometimes we hit a chord, which I think is, well, actually the chord this week was a recommendation from Nash VT, but we can't do it today because we don't have the time.
Oh yeah.
I'll just mention it and then we'll talk about it next time because it's an old video anyway. But yeah, that's the truth is already out there. It's a 5-minute video called "Does eBay throttle the eBay casino throttle your sales or something?" And in 5 minutes, this guy explains exactly what's happened.
It's called like the gamification.
Kind of the game, but the important thing to realize, and it explains having a spike one day and not having another day. And no matter what, the old people who are from the old school of eBay just gotta deal with the new eBay. And that's because it is gamified. People who are new at eBay, like our young J-Ride and so forth, they don't even know. They're like, it's gamed. That's good for us because if it's gamed, that means we can game it. We know how to, and the fact is that he probably does know how to game it. So, long story short.
The video is called, "Is eBay's Casino Throttling Your Sales?" And it's a short video. It's from about 8 months ago. And I don't think
we can even talk about anything else. There's nothing else to say. Go watch that video.
Yeah.
It explains everything to those of us who went spring of 2003 kebab. What happened?
Right, newbies
are like, no, that's
know.
eBay. It's great.
Yeah,
and that's where the disparity. I can't talk. The disparity happens. That doesn't sound right. Disparity.
That's just where
the controversy.
The blah blah blah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just go watch that video.
That's where the line is. It's sort of the separation of people that
Game over, man.
are like, what the hell is going on with eBay? And the people that are like, what do you mean? eBay's so great.
Yeah.
Because eBay's been the same for them.
Explained in 5 minutes over there. Go watch that. Yeah. We'll talk about it on Monday because I think it's well worth a conversation. Callie Deb sells books too. I've been watching CD Rocks and Flips for quite a while now. And I'm watching, yes, for the book info. So far, so good in using the Force. I have been doing it right. That's kind of cool. I love it when people validate our methodology when they've been doing it for a long time and we're just stumbling into it. And then I love it when people also give us nuggets. There's something about nuggets I really
and
like.
the Galaxy CD and Flips or whatever you guys.
It's Ryan from Galaxy CD Rocks and Flips.
He got me to try because one day he was doing a video of him listing books on eBay, and I did try his method, and it worked for when I was listing the new CDs.
Yeah, he did.
The new DVDs.
He did the.
I thought it flowed well, but
with the phone.
That was the only reason why I thought it flowed well was because it was with brand new DVDs. Other than that, because our books often have highlighted text and stuff from the professor, it's not cut and dry.
It's mostly because our books don't have UPCs, most of them, right?
Yeah, but I don't think
UPCs?
He was taking pictures. Well,
of
right.
Covers?
Yeah, and he would like start his listing. I can't remember. Anyhow, I tried it. It worked. I used his method with the DVDs and it worked.
Paul,
great.
we had like, I don't even know, like 30, 40 grand in cash in the $10,000 wrappers. And it was money, but it was all of our retirement. We cashed in all of our retirement when you could take it out for no penalty during the early part of the pandemic. They allowed you to do that. So we just cashed everything out and then we had it on the table right here and then we spent it all. Thanks. Paul is Gem triple ups. Wait, why aren't we using Paul? Paul just came in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Paul's here. Oh, my gosh, Paul.
Hey,
Faster, faster. It is so exciting.
We forgot. It's been You've been here for so long without having a sound effect. We forgot we have one for you.
The decor's on the
dare
other
yous.
side of the sword.
Oh wait, we don't have the how dare you, right?
What do you mean?
Oh.
That is just...
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah, that's the one I wanted.
Classics.
Dare you.
Biff Boffo does not believe in magic software. No, don't praise the machine. Don't praise the machine. It's not going to do any good. I do want some dang. I want to be able to take a picture or something and have it pull up other things like that sold. I want it to fill out a title, AI. Just put the title in. Just put the title in. Put in the items. One thing at a time is fine with me. I don't need to take a picture of 5,000 things and do them all at once, but one thing at a time I would like. Can I have that, please? Thank you. Primo, I weed whacked my nose the other day. You need to catch up. What do you mean? I weed whacked my nose? How did you?
He weed
How?
whacked his nose.
What, you don't. That's the wrong end of the. You're doing it wrong, I think. Okay.
That's why you never get sick, because your little hairs are catching all
I
the...
have lots of hair. I keep it groomed in proper formation to catch all of the germs. So yeah, you're right.
Axe Monkey sold a Val Kilmer movie.
I finally just got that. He used the automatic weed whacker. But let's say he was
Yes.
using an
What
actual
did
weed
you
whacker.
think?
I thought he was doing the weed whacking wrong. Is he not supposed to use it on the face? He's supposed to use it on the grass.
I am... What the...
I just want to make sure. It's important that we don't give out improper information. To be held liable. Fraulein Donna!
Yes. Spending sense.
Oh.
I agree.
Aloha.
Frankly, I felt like Jim Morrison died again. He was Jim 100%.
Yeah. I was tangenting off on that too,
Yeah.
just saying that some actors are like, well, Chalamet is not going to be Bob Dylan to me. That's not happening. Sorry, Chalamet. But Chalamet was the brother in Interstellar. Go check that out and see he was a hidden Mickey, hidden Chalamet, right in the middle of Interstellar. You didn't even know that. None of you knew that. Chalamet. But I don't feel good. I feel like we just walked. I feel like I burned off 10,000 calories walking, and now I need sustenance. Steak.
Keep on going.
We're gonna go to Costco. We're gonna get a glizzy bake. Should we do a glizzy bake? You want me to go?
No,
I want to
just
do
keep
I
reading.
want to do a glizzy bake demonstration. Do the world's first glizzy bake. Somebody's done it before. Say all these words.
You.
Paul said something. Island Dr. Monroe. Biff said something when I was dealing with jukeboxes.
Can you stop?
I'm reading it all down.
You have to read. I have the Blu-ray documentary on the making of Val's Dr. Moreau. It was a cluster F because of him.
Because of him,
or-
he was having fun.
I wonder.
He didn't want to show up, probably.
Well, he went through that phase, and I bet because he seems like he was a very nice guy.
He liked to party.
Well, in this documentary, and then you do sort of wonder, like, oh, does somebody that behaved like that regret their behavior, especially when you're young and you end up getting an illness that is probably going to kill you?
Well, we were watching this documentary on Sid Mead that is going to be streaming soon. It's an old documentary, but we're watching it to make sure it's good and quality checking it. And one of the things that it said was so cool. In the 1980s, he was getting $1,500 a week. And I'm like, can you imagine how much cocaine you could get for that in the 80s? When you lived off of cocaine and like Popeye's chicken or Crazy Bread? But $1,500
That's the
a week.
first thing that you thought
That's
of.
the first thing I thought of.
Wow.
So if I was Val Kilmer and I was a real genius in 1985 and I was getting paid movie star money, I'm sure that's all you can think about. Where can I get some like fluorescent colored clothing, maybe a motorcycle, and a whole bunch of cocaine? And I live in LA.
Oh wait, did you read?
I did not read Lags.
No, did you read Biff's?
No, I did not.
I was dealing in jukeboxes. I just tried to bear hug them to move them. Ooh, that's some character building. Ooh.
No, that's bad. And for those, you got to take off like the newer ones. You could take off the front panel, like the Amy Rowe ones. But some of the older ones and the bucket ones, those like the real big yuck.
Lag, slow down. I have to Google AI the stuff you're talking about.
Who is this guy, Doc Holliday? I think I'm over commenting to compensate for a lack of Doug today. Oh, we better hurry before.
Oh, Paul.
It's our birthday. It's your birthday, and good thing Val passed yesterday, so we don't have to make today Val Day. It's Beard Day. Yesterday is Val Day, technically. That's what I'm saying. WTF, I always do and sell similar twice a day for the best impact. Twice a day? So twice a day? That's some impact right there.
Do you ever get people complaining like,
do you ever get seen?
Because
you're doing it so fast.
We used to get emails from people that were
it was just about the Apple manuals.
That you know how you can watch specific items or actually
Searches.
names of searches. You can, what is it? You just
auto searching.
eBay notifies you when a Primo Kimo shirt has been listed, a new one, and people used to email. They're usually really not.
What?
I don't need to say it.
Wait, what were you saying? Lag says no. Piper, no.
Piper, no.
Mike T says package just. I don't remember what you said, but what do you got? We got to run for the border. Package just.
People used to email you and be like, "Why do you keep relisting stuff?
Yeah, can you stop selling those? Because
I keep getting notifications that new things are listed,
but
and
they were
it's
people
yours.
selling them too, and they kicked me off of the West Coast to sell Apple.
I have no idea what
manuals.
you're talking about, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Who knows? You might be talking about the same thing.
No.
Nobody's ever gonna know.
No.
Who could ever
Keep
figure
going.
out? Package just discovered at my local PO. I surgically opened the package without damaging label. Game swapped out, and I'm saved $9. And buyer thinking I'm a bonehead. What happened?
So because he made a shipping error, so he said he got the package. He was going to try to intercept it.
Right.
Package just recovered at my local PO, and I surgically opened the package. That is so great.
That's amazing.
Good. Which reminds me, yesterday, was it, listening to Silverhair Stacker? Or was it Queen City Picker? They each do their own
Speaking of boneheads, what?
They each do their own show. So it was either Silverhair Stacker's show yesterday or it was Queen City
How did you
Pickers.
transition into that?
Let me finish.
Go ahead. After
Can
you.
I finish?
After you, please. Please, my lady.
And they had a woman on that's been on before. I can't remember her name, and she was telling this no.
You said go.
No.
Don't cry. Please, sweetie. It's
No.
not that bad.
No.
You don't have to be sad about it. You don't have to be sad. Please just tell us your story. Please tell us your story. Please. We really need to know. This is important.
You are totally getting the
Don't be bald.
Just
be cool.
Beard! He's getting the pillow over the head.
The pillow. No.
I need
Piper,
I'm
no.
going to smother your father with you.
It's bad. Now we're just frozen. We're gonna stay frozen. I'm not doing this.
Oh God.
I'm not doing this crazy stuff. Hold on a second. Okay. Did you have something to say? Did you have?
Yes, they had a guest on the show, and she had this awful experience with a postal employee that she knew formerly as a neighbor, and this postal employee was intentionally withholding delivering her packages, and she said that
What'd she do to deserve that?
they were business related, like supplies and stuff, and
Why is he doing that?
it was, I think, another woman. It was a woman.
Why is she doing that? Excuse me.
I don't know. She just had
It's a little
this,
catty.
She's because I guess she thinks that this postal employee who used to be a neighbor, she thinks that the postal employee thought that she had complained about her, but it wasn't her. It was somebody else in the neighborhood, and so she thinks that she took it out on her, thinking it was her that complained.
Whoa, we gotta go. Where have we been all my time?
Oh God! Just hurry up!
You're talking about some lady I don't even know, and we're in a
So,
hurry here.
I can't blabble on like you do all the time.
Well, you can, but try to
Mom,
do
Dad,
it well. Try to do it well.
That's why I didn't want to, and you just said keep doing it, and then you distract me with putting filters on.
I don't
my
mind
face.
reading books in which someone has already made comments or marks. No, and all of our books are from Professor Manchell, a noted pioneer in movie education.
And he was
film studies.
He was given a lot of books by the publishers for review.
Lots of
and
review
they would
books.
like to. They would ask him for notes
Yeah.
and stuff. So a lot of these books.
There's we have scripts, a whole bunch of Good Shepherd scripts. I don't know why there's so many Good Shepherd scripts, but there are. So a lot of them have actual notes or highlighter, and so we just list every single book, even if they're in maybe better condition. I don't think so, but as very good plus, and we put in the condition that it has notes. Although you do a really good job of not, if it doesn't have highlighter, you take out that, so that maybe it'll sell for a little more. But for most part, people actually might like it, I think, because it's from a particular person. Ex Libris.
Yeah, I don't know what you said. Something about highlighter, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
books.
That's the main word. Yeah. Just 8 years ago, a local dump had 20-foot covered walk in an electronics only dumpster filled with electronics free for the taking. If I only known back then, every day.
No kidding.
It's not even a filter. We did, yeah. We have that. The guy that does the electronic recycling around here, apparently I taught him how to do it because I used to buy stuff from him, and then he was like,
Did you see Paul was saying how he had 2 Pirates of the Caribbean CRT TV DVDs?
no, with
Combos.
remotes, never used them.
Yeah.
One shaped like a galleon. Wow.
And he's keeping Big Dre was like, wow, that's awesome. I bet they're worth a lot. But he said he's probably keeping them just to test stuff if needed.
Well, double check the price on there because you can go buy like a test TV for like $20, but you could sell these other ones for money maybe.
Ooh, Big Dre was saying, I watched the first episode of the 2nd season of Severance last night. It looks promising, but it will be hard to beat the first one. I love
Yep.
the 2nd season.
It's interesting. It's an interesting. Some people really like it, and some people were really annoyed by it. But
I don't know why anyone would be annoyed
you
by
can't
it.
be
I thought
annoyed
it was
by
fantastic.
it was. I said halfway through the season, I'm like, this is all character. Season 2 is character.
Building?
Building. Yeah.
It,
They're definitely character studies. Like almost every episode is sort of another character. They're filling it in. So season 3 should be bangbusters, but they'll probably delay it like Stranger Things, and everyone will be elderly at Severance by the time they get back to doing it.
it was really good. I liked this season better than the first.
Am I elderly? I think I am. Beard, are we elderly now? U.S. Severance that good? Yes.
Is Severance that good?
Wait,
It is.
you think that's or is U.S.?
Yes.
Do they have their own? You know how they always do that? They always make their own series and then we steal it and make it better, like Office, but still. What balls are you magnifying exactly? Paul Rose,
Beard
the first. Big Dre says the first season.
Yeah.
You can't.
Beer King Picker, hi,
It's
aloha.
lunchtime in Tennessee. That's a song that I'm gonna write. Jovial says, I bought a thick tax shelter book because it was highlighted. Reminds me of those Cliff Note days. Yes. Hopefully they're only highlighting the important parts, and then that saves you time. I'll stop commenting so you can pick the jalopy up. Yeah. Well, no one's gonna give us a break. I know that. That was a joke. Josh Galt says, Heavy snow here coming to a Vermont near you soon. No.
Are we seriously supposed to be getting snow?
Piper, no.
No.
What? No more snow, Josh?
No, I'm looking up the weather.
I mean, we just burned off the last 6 inches that just fell the other day.
It is actually pretty cold today.
We had to walk in it. We know that. But guess
And
what?
Pokey was with us, and I had to
It wasn't a mile.
swaddle him.
I'm saying it's like a 15-minute walk to our car, so it's like nothing. But
The
I do
wind
have to
is pretty
say
bad.
that because I did start it and accidentally exercised today, I'm going to keep it up. Because I usually look for like that kind of an angle where I accidentally do something I don't really want to do. And I'm like, well, I already did it once. I don't want to waste that extra. So I'm going to actually now develop a good habit, at least for a while until like Halloween when I have to cram my face or other candy related holidays, which I don't think that's fair.
Excuse me.
It
looks like
I think it's usury.
It looks like
Mom, Dad.
No snow in our forecast. Some maybe next Tuesday.
Rain. It's gonna miss us. We
We're-
have a very particular.
We're right near the lake, so the lake
geography.
sometimes like keeps us
It
warmish.
like blocks us. It's
Although
crazy.
today there is a 40%
Sorry.
chance of rain.
See, she's Canadian.
Snow,
She says sorry.
Today, yes, we might get some.
Walking makes you have to
Poop?
the scoop.
Just saying.
Just saying, might be a blessing here cutting this podcast short. I know. I feel pretty. My constitution is very scheduled. I mean, I gotta say that's why I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because the bell is ringing. If you know what I'm saying, ding 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 ding. We have a bell.
Gosh dang it! What a cute little bunny rabbit on there, on the weather app. Oh, it's gone now.
Actual bunny. Beard King, absolute finds. Aloha to you. Clear. Oh, I think we're all okay. Good. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much.
We're
Is that
cutting it
legit?
short
Very
today,
nice.
guys.
Thank you. Paul Rose, unfortunately, I haven't had anyone intentionally holding my package. Really need to get out more. The lady's story just got interesting. Damn,
You'll
I'm
have
sorry.
to watch. I can't remember if it was. Yeah, like I said, it was either Silver Hair Show or Queen City Picker, and the guest they had on her. Yeah.
Go get your motor. Aloha. Yes, we're all already elderly shopping with a walker this afternoon.
Beard.
Well, with a walker, though, you can have 7 swords. You know how you got a cane with a sword? You can have like a AR-15 in one, a sword, a machete, and a
Good heavens.
like sugar drink for when you get glycemic. Like protein drink in one.
I am not sure what.
For protection.
What are you talking about?
Your walker. You know how like old people have a cane and you pull a sword out of the cane?
Oh yeah.
So what I'm saying is you have like a sword, then you have a gun in case you're bringing you don't want to bring a sword to. So you have both, and then you have
Okay,
a
I got it.
machete for like sort of backwoods clearing, and then you have a protein shake in the 4th leg, so that you can keep up with all your activities because we're old.
Okie dokie. Go get your motor.
Okay, we're going. Beard King Picker sounds good. I'll listen to the song while I eat lunch. Thank you.
Tell Josh that Canada can keep their crappy
I know.
weather.
Keep it above the border. It's really funny how it kind of stays right when you cross the border into Quebec. It turns into farmland and it's flat and like clouds stick up there. It's kind of gray. It's weird. It's definitely a thing.
Nice, Big J's Jordan's that he's sold for 180 past inspection. Kermit the Frog here.
Timothy Frog here. My Jordan sold for 180.
Paul says to
Past
Beard, "That's fine,
inspection.
Scott.
Yay.
Just get a leather wrapped sound system, pennants, badges, and studs on it." Yeah.
Okay, guys, we got it. We thank you so much for putting up with us because we got to go do things.
Sorry,
But
we're cutting it so short.
have a great day. Good luck to you. Check out the thing about casino. Is casino whatever on
Thanks
the eBay.
for being here, you guys.
Uh,
We appreciate you so much.
It's Beard's birthday. Send
Happy
him
birthday, Beard!
send him a gold bar or what have you. And that's it.
Aloha, everyone.
Should we put on the song? We'll put on the song. Let's put on the song. Put on the song. We're doing it live.
Pokey didn't even eat later. I don't know. Carla
Aloha.
Olsen is here. us the.
I can't.
Ooh.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, those are tiny baby ears that are flappity doo all day.
Oh, who's
Daddy.
Who's Bay? Oh my God, the
Good
little Bay.
heavens.
Tiny Bay.
How is he real? How
He's
is
not
he even real?
He's Fritos. Who's that little guy? This is what we call the party shop.
Get into the chopper.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Oh, good.
Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper, folks.